Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another MapleStory video. It's the triple M, the microwave, the your dinner's ready. It's Maple Musing Monday on the Maple. We're gonna take a look at the MapleStory subreddit. We're gonna see what's been happening over the last week, and we're just gonna kind of chit-chat about it, man. That's kind of what we do. And of course, if you want my opinions on things, that's like primarily the whole purpose of this, to see what's been up the past week on the subreddit, and of course get my opinions on said thing. Let's take some threads here. Barlog. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the Link thing, because the Stargazer patch did get announced, and I think it was announced a week ago. Yeah, here. Alright, so let's start with these and see where we end up. Let's open the Stargazer stuff first. So the microsite did get revealed a couple days ago. Unsurprisingly, ASTELLE is coming, the burning events are coming, and the typical events that we thought we would be getting are coming. And what got announced was ASTELLE, the V260, and then the V261 content. So, ASTELLE. Looks very thematically good. Magical girl type shit. How can you hate it, man? We've already seen this, though. Challenger World. This is the... I don't want to say it's like... I mean, it is similar to Burning World, but it's Challenger World, and it's Heroic inclusive this time, or Reboot inclusive. Meaning that if you play on Challenger World, you can transfer off into... like Kronos or Hyperion, or the EU one. I think it's Solus. I don't remember, sorry. But normally, Burning Worlds you can only transfer to regular servers or interactive servers, but the Challenger World is for both. Yeah, see right here, afterward you can World Leap to interactive or heroic. And Challenger Worlds are slated to be pretty juicy. It really depends on what we get, and how closely it like follows what the Korean patch got, or the Maple Sea patch is getting, or got. It's too early for me to say whether this is worth it for people with established accounts, and when I say worth it, I mean in terms of purely, like, free stuff to gain versus the things that you already have on your account now. Because I think for the vast majority of people who are super established already, Challenger Worlds probably not worth it unless you get a giga amount of like fragments or something very specific, because a lot of the allure of Challenger World is the fact that it gives you like, I think it's like what, 6k Legion for free from 0, something like that. It's something ridiculous, which is really good, don't get me wrong, but like I said, if you're an established account, you don't really need that. And it really just depends on like the per character basis of the rewards that you get for how worth it is or not, right? And of course, if you want the special cosmetic rewards like the Challenger World Medal, I mean, it's just instantly worth it based off of that alone, right? But that's completely up to you. I think it's the Challenger World, is it worth it or not, is very player dependent in what's like important to you. If you're like an established player who's been playing the game for quite some time and you have like Legion and stuff. If you're a newer player or you don't have your Legion set up fully, I mean, Challenger World is a no-brainer. This shit is fire. And then of course you get the Hyper Burning Max, 1+4. It's just Hyper Burn, but instead of 3 levels, you get 5 levels. Pretty good. And then of course you get the event announcement, which is just typical run-of-the-mill event that we have every time. It's just a different skin, different paint job. You got the QOL, which is, again, coming out June 11th. All of this stuff that we've talked about so far is June 11th. We get the buff sequencer, or the skill sequencer. We get the Soul Urta conversion, which you can convert Soul Urta energy, excess Soul Urta energy, into boosters, which is fire. VIP boosters all season round is super good. The Arcane River improvements, meaning you can actually skip the entire thing. Instead of just skipping down to the dialogue and then still having to go through the dialogue and everything. You get more arcane symbols from weeklies content, which is cool. I don't do the weekly content as it is because I'm lazy. Maybe this will make me want to do it. You get the skill revamps for all jobs. What this means is most likely we're getting the 2-minute revamp now, which for some classes is really good. For other classes, not so good, without Mastery 3 and 4. Obviously, as a Nightwalker, very unhappy Well, I'm not very unhappy. We knew it was coming. It just kind of is what it is. But it's gonna suck to be significantly weaker until I get Mastery 3 and 4 to get me back to where I was pre-change. But it is what it is. MapleStory ebbs and flows. One day, the bottom class will be the top class. The next day, the top class will be the bottom class. It's just how it goes. And I do have hope that they will fix the Nightwalker origin still lasting 30 seconds at some point. That's really what they dropped the ball on with Nightwalker. They changed all of our bursts to be 20 seconds except our origin, which is 30 seconds. It makes no sense. It's actually the most brain damage thing I've seen in a minute. But I have hope that they will fix it at some point, hopefully. World map teleport. This is, I mean, basically irrelevant if you play Reboot, but it's nice. I mean, it's just more QOL. We get the UI revamp, which, depending on who you ask, it's either really nice and sleek looking or ugly. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get used to it. It's something that I'm not used to right now, so I'm, like, not partial to it. I'll get used to it. Genesis weapon questline is changed, so you no longer have to kill Black Mage. You have to just kill everything above Lotus, Hard Lotus Plus. Hard Lotus Plus bosses will drop you traces, and then when the bar fills up, you can do the next part of the quest. If you're able to solo every boss up until Black Mage, I think, it's something like a 4-month liberation down from an 8 or 9-month liberation, whatever it was. So overall, a big time saver for the vast majority of people partaking in libbing. And then, of course, you have the improved Monster Park. They made Monster Park a weekly. Doesn't get benefited from the Sunny Sunday stuff anymore. And it also doesn't give times 7 experience. It gives times 5 experience. So you get less experience overall at the trade-off of only having to run it once a week and being able to clear it on 2 characters every week. Overall, a net positive. But if you are just like a 1-character slammer, obviously it's a negative. Overall, though, very good. Very happy about it. And then they're talking about the next patch, which is V261, which will be July. You're getting Masteries 3 and 4 in July, so this is confirmation that we're not getting it in June, so it is delayed until July. Then there's going to be the Maple Dave the Diver crossover, then Ride or Die 2. All we have to go off of here is Kozik's Sinister Scheme last winter was only the beginning. His minions are coming back with new upgrades. You can earn exclusive rewards by defeating them and more. What does this mean? Who knows? I read this as basically them bringing Ride or Die back in the exact same way. My hope is that they tune the mechanics around it. Because a boss rush isn't necessarily a bad thing in it of itself, right? But the way that Ride or Die was designed was just miserable. 20 challenges, at a certain point, at the amount of challenges you turn on, it feels like you have them all on whether you do or don't. Like, the reasonable amount of challenges you can deal with that would make it be a quote-unquote challenge, probably somewhere around the range of like 5 or 6. But at a certain point, whether you have 10 or 20 turned on, it feels like a chaotic mess of shit anyways, which was the problem with Ride or Die's initial iteration. At this point, though, I'm so strong that it won't matter. At the time when Ride or Die first came around, I wasn't strong enough to one-burst these things. Now, I for sure will be able to. I'm 70k Culvert. Well, pre-nerf. Pre-2-minute nerf, I'm 70k Culvert. Back then, I was like 35, so regardless of if they change it or not, it won't matter to me. But I still hope that they change this for the better, because the iteration of Ride or Die wasn't good. This is just an event that we have going on right now. Don't really know why they're showing this right now. I guess it's just, I mean, it's a nice event. It's just another 1k mob check-in and you get a bunch of shit every day. And then I guess the second tier track will unlock when the patch drops. But right now you just get VIP buffs and VIP boosters, which are fucking sick. And then obviously Victoria World Cup is ending. And they're just kind of talking about the extra like events going on for that. But overall, that is the patch notes and the Stargazer update. It's mostly just people talking about the Challenger World being able to go to Heroic, which is fucking fire. Again, it's really hard to say how worth it is for people with established accounts if you don't care about the cosmetic rewards until we know exactly what the rewards from Challenger World are. Assuming it's not a one-to-one port from the other versions that have gotten it, you know? Master 3-4 coming in July. Any idea when the skill change should be expected? I mean, it says June 11th, so... Oh, Link skill change. I assume the Link skill change will come with the June 11th patch. If it doesn't, I will be very upset because I am so tired of having to just do mental math on Link skill swaps. Can't... This is actually such a great patch. I can't wait for Sia. The Challenger Worlds sound amazing. The Hyperburn events look good. Love the quality of life updates. Yeah, I mean, this is fire. Overall, this update looks really, really good. The only thing you can really point to and be like, I'm not happy about that, is the 2-minute changes, and that's just for the classes who lose in the 2-minute change update. And I mean, even still, it just kind of is what it is, you know? But another thing that they did announce is that the Erda Link is a 6-job exclusive system for Sia Estelle only, which is very disappointing. But I get it, I guess. And people are not very happy about this. It's cool and all that Sia gets a unique 6 job, but as GMS has limited dev budget to deviate from KMS, I feel like it could have been used on more impactful changes. I wonder if this means Sia and Errol won't have access to Soul Janus and other future common 6 job skills. They could be cooked. I don't think so. I think this is just going to be in addition. Like, I genuinely think this is just going to be another power system on top of it for Sia. And the crowd goes mild. That's funny. No one character is so cool that they deserve their own entire 6-job system. They refer to the Shine character, so it'll likely be a system for all the Constellation classes, including Errol when he's released. The return of Jet. So many people are saying this. That would be fucking sick. 10 months in, I've hit a new milestone. 300 mil CP. Hell yeah, brother. Good job. 300 mil in 10 months from scratch. Please share your secrets. I mean, it's just grinding. That's really the secret. Grinding and be lucky. No job percent. People are so mean. And then there's this. Nexon just sneakily added a cash shop transfer event to last from June 4th to the 11th. This blocks the transfer to Sia. For all the good faith Nexon has been farming with this patch, this is a blatantly greedy act. I don't necessarily know if this is a blatantly greedy act. I just think it's just stupid. It's very short-sighted, and it feels intentional, but I don't think it is. I think they're just genuinely dumb sometimes. Maybe that's controversial of me to say, but I think they might just be genuinely stupid sometimes. Another thing I do want to point out is the fact that we have split cash shops in the year 2025 still is stupid as a whole. All they need to do, that would be one of the biggest Go West update changes, period. Unifying the cash shop. Just make it one motherfucking cash shop. See, this guy gets it. This isn't even the problem, lol. Why the fuck do cash shop transfers even exist? No one should be okay with this. All of your characters should be able to use anything paid for with real money 100% of the time. It's insane. Yep. This is literally what I'm saying. At least I'm not the only one that thinks that. You require compensation for not being able to get in the minigames. So the minigame was basically fucked for the first 2 days of it. You literally could not queue. I mean, you could, but it would take you literally 30 minutes sometimes to get into a game. And then if you lost the game, you would have to do it again, because a loss is only 150 points. The Legend Returns is fucking miserable, unless you like janky minigames. It is funny to me how the games have gotten progressively worse since the very beginning. Though I will say boat racing, I think I do prefer more than soccer. Boat racing took about a minute and a half, and I think there was only one day where I didn't get first or second, meaning I had to play 2 games. So I had to play one game that lasted about a minute and a half for the majority of Like the 9 check-ins. 9 out of 10 check-ins. That's pretty good. But that's just a personal thing. Inkwell, if you're reading this, 30 mystical reroll cards will do. Nice try, buddy. Barlog. I just found this funny. Dances with Barlog. So true. Barlog. Barlog. I have a bar, I have a log. Alright, fire. Where the Barlog from? I think that's it, though, for this week. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the patch, the upcoming patches. I think it's overall really, really cool, and really, really exciting, and really, really hype. I'm excited. And I will probably do Challenger World, even if it's not technically the most efficient, because I think I'll be able to make a couple videos off of it, and it'll be fun. Anyways, let me know your plans, as always, and thank you for spending some time with me. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, it's Biscuits and your Diz. Love all of you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!